Kourabiedes is a Greek jewel. It's a delight of a dessert. Let's go and see how we can make this authentic, delicious sweet that I have made it into a much lighter, healthier dessert. It is a festive biscuit that we make before and throughout the holiday season. It should melt in your mouth like butter with the harder shell. A mix of almond flour, crushed almond, liqueur, and much more fused to perfection the way the bakeries in Thessaloniki do it. Dipped into rose water, then sprinkled with powdered sugar. I wish you all a happy holiday and a wonderful Merry Christmas. Bon appétit. Kaliorixi. The taste is amazing. It's a fusion of perfection, light, sugary, aromatic, almond, all in a perfect harmony. Really love it, and I think you would too. Hard yet soft and delicious. Let's have a look at the ingredients of this delightful Greek dessert. I have adjusted the ingredients to make it a bit healthier, less sugary, yet stay to the authentic traditional way. Usually you would have 1 kilogram flour. Today I'm having 700 grams of white flour and 300 grams of almond flour. To that we're going to have the baking powder, about 20 grams of that. 50 grams of crushed almonds. Now in Thessaloniki I have had Kourabiedes with crushed almonds and almond flour. This is not the traditional recipe, however, it is much nicer. The traditional recipe you'd have a lot more butter, about half a kilogram, but today I'm having only 300 grams of melted butter at room temperature, and I'm gonna add to that 200 milliliter of orange juice, freshly squeezed. That is the extra thing that I'm going to add onto the recipe. And we will have about 50 milliliter of your orange liqueur, 20 to 30 milliliter of rose water, 2 egg yolks at room temperature, and again the sugar, the powdered sugar is much less. Instead of having 200 grams of sugar, I'm only having 50 grams of it. Into a large bowl we will add our butter, our powdered sugar, and our egg yolks. We're going to give a mix with the spoon, then later on we're going to do that with a mixer, slowly at first. Now that the mix is ready, we're going to do the rest of the dry ingredients. To our flour we add our almond flour and we mix very well. We will add our orange juice and we mix extremely well with our liqueur. I'm going to add my crushed almonds. And finally I will add my baking powder, and I have preheated my oven. I'm going to add my batter and mix very well. Once you finish kneading, your dough has to be like that. Look at this. A bit elastic, not very hard. You see that? Usually the traditional way is the round one. Now we're going to put in an oven at 180. We're gonna bake for about 15 to 20 minutes max. Off we go. Exactly 20 minutes into baking. You don't want to overdo it. Look at this. It is a bit crispy yet soft from the inside. You see that? We need to take out immediately. We allow to cool down so they are a bit warm but not absolutely cold. Now look at that. They look perfect. We're going to spray with rose water, and then immediately after, I'm not gonna do all of them, just a few of them, then immediately after we're gonna dip into the bath of sugar and we're gonna give a good toss like that. This is what you're gonna be doing.